if you want to become more capable, get more out of your exercise, no matter what the exercise is, be it running or side kicks or Olympic lifting or whatever, there are 3 dimensions that you can progress and move forwards. One is frequency, okay, doing more of the exercise that you're focusing on per week, per set, per reps, whatever. There's intensity, okay, make it harder. Okay? And then of course there's the technique, either changing for a better technique that gets you closer to your goals, or you're refining and getting better at the actual technique, like improving your running stride and squat technique and things like that. The lesson of today's video is that in order to maximize your growth and improvement in that capability, you want to improve on all 3 aspects, maybe not quite at the same time, but in proportion to one another. Because unfortunately what happens with a lot of folks, and what happened for me for years, was we tend to focus on one area of this at a time, and we think we're getting stronger because we're making progress in that area, but that progress is coming at the cost of the other 2. So to give you an example, this is kind of like all 3 are in balance: frequency, intensity, and technique. For a while there, I was focusing so much on doing the perfect squatting technique that I was really getting great at my squats. I was doing hundreds of them a day, and all the time, my technique was really good, but what ended up happening was my intensity was so low, so my technique and frequency was improving, but it was causing a weakness with the intensity. There was a guy at the gym years ago, I used to call him Tommy 2-inch. Tommy 2-inch was a guy who loaded up an insane amount of weight on the bar every single day, but he had so much weight and intensity that all he would do is like 2 inches. That's it. So his frequency was very, very high, or his intensity was very, very high. His frequency was not so bad, but his technique was very, very poor. So he, in his mind, he might have been tricking himself thinking, oh, I'm getting all this weight, I'm doing it all the time and everything, but he was just trading strength for weakness. Ideally, we have no trading going on. Strength grows across the board. The diagram I have here to kind of give you an idea is, think of building up a sand pile. If you pour sand, like from an hourglass or something, onto a table, in order for the pile to grow up, it must expand outwards at the base in all directions. These 3 things create your base. Keep expanding your base of the frequency and the intensity and the technique, and your growth in that capability will increase rather than just shift to one side and you think, well, I'm getting stronger, and then you realize you're not, and then you're like, okay, so I gotta focus on this now, and then you're just shifting over there, and you're just running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and you're exchanging weakness for strength versus just getting stronger, period. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.